What is going on, everybody? What is going on? The Catch fam. Hope everyone is doing phenomenal tonight. Hope everyone has had a great start to the week. Hope everyone had a great Monday. You guys already know what time it is, baby. Another live 2022 fantasy football mock draft with you guys with the Catch fam. Excited as ever to be here with you guys tonight. Thank you for the break last night for Father's Day. Had a great day. Hope everyone out there had a wonderful Father's Day. Shout out to all of our dads in the Catch fam. You guys know what to do on the way in, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and of course, hop in the live chat. Let me know what's popping, guys. At the moment, we have got one spot open for tonight's mock draft. Link is in the chat if you guys want to claim that spot. Would love to have you guys in the draft tonight. We're going to try and kick off right around 11 p.m., 11:05 at the latest. I hopped on just a couple minutes early just because I could. And just wanted to see if we could get that last spot filled. So I'm going to let everyone know that we are live. But obviously tonight's mock draft wasn't supposed to start till 11 p.m., so I'm going to give it a couple extra minutes. But go ahead and send us out on Discord that we are good to go. So, yeah, man. Could be another great subscriber mock draft. I cannot believe it is already June 20th. This fantasy offseason, NFL offseason is just flying by. It's crazy. It's crazy. I can't believe it's almost July. Just so excited, man. So excited for true fantasy to come up here. You know, end of July, beginning of August. Just excited for what the rest of this offseason is going to do for the community and the channel and what this regular season is going to do. So just getting more and more excited as we draw closer to the 2022 fantasy football season and the regular season as well, man. So hop in the live chat. Let me know how everyone's doing tonight, man. Let me know what's going on, guys. Mr. Sarcastic in the building. What's good? What's good? How you doing, man? Appreciate you being here. Looks like we got 2 spots open now. So if we can't get them filled, we can hop into a 10-man draft. Or we can do a 12-man draft with 2 auto picks, whatever you guys want. Or we can see if we can get them filled by the time that everyone else gets in here. Talks, what's good, my dude? What's up, bro? How you doing, man? What to do? How you guys doing tonight? Appreciate you guys being here. So right around 11, I'll send out another message. Try and give everyone a shout who we're waiting on. But we can try and kick off right at 11, but probably wait till about 11:05. So no real crazy NFL news or anything today. Nothing that I think stands out. We've got some buzz about Tony Pollard potentially being in gear to take more snaps, but I really think as the offseason progresses, that's just going to be a common debate. Pollard, Zeke, we'll see what happens. Outside of that, Chase Claypool says he's a top 3 receiver. Shout out to Chase Claypool with his confidence level. The Texans supposedly plan on leaning on running back Marlon Mack to start the season. We shall see. Other than that, I mean, yeah, we've got off-season speculation. That's about it. It's that point in the offseason. Just can't wait, man. Another month or so, guys, we are going to be just balls to the wall and fantasy news and fantasy debate on a regular basis. But you guys know we've been already debating fantasy football all offseason long. So we got Tekka and B-Buck 1, 2, 3, 4 in the house. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Welcome to the Catch. Appreciate you guys joining the mock draft tonight. All right, before we kick off here, guys, make sure to hit that like button. Let's try and get as many likes on tonight's stream as possible. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below as well. Come join the Catch fam. Let's see who's up in the chat. Derek, what's up, bro? What to do? How are you, Derek? How was your Father's Day? How was Six Flags? Albert, what's good, my dude? What up? Appreciate you being here, man. Little bunny hop, just got home from work. What's good? What's up, bro? Appreciate you being here. The Catch fam coming in strong tonight. Talks, time for me to get a top 3 pick. All right, let me set the, let me randomize the draft. Ooh, almost started it. Let me randomize the draft order. Ooh. And Talks, you have the 9th pick. There you go. Chase, what's up, bro? What up? What time are you doing the draft order? Sorry, I just said it, Derek. Sorry. Just got it. Andrea, hello, hello. LeBron's brain in the house was good, bro. Let's go. We filled it up. All right, guys. We're going to kick off right at 11 p.m. sharp. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if you guys are good to go. Shout out to BBuck1234 and Tekka for hopping in here. Getting this thing filled up tonight. Appreciate you guys. I think I've seen everyone except maybe Justin. I think everyone except Justin. So we'll give it to 11 p.m. We were supposed to kick off at 11. So I just want to give everyone benefit of the doubt. Everyone another minute or so to hop in here as well. Six Flags was great. My oldest, who was 10, got her roller coaster for the first time. Medusa, she did great. I was so proud of her. Woo! That's better than I would do, man. I don't do well on roller coasters, so shout out to your daughter for sure. Let's go. Love to hear it, man. Brian Buckley, let's get it. Let's go, bro. Tekka in the chat says he's good to go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Justin's in the house. What's up, bro? What it do? All right, so we got everyone here. I've seen Albert, seen Justin, seen Derek. If you guys are good to go, you can go ahead and kick this thing off. Derek, you ready? Justin, you ready? You guys got the top 2 picks. Spencer's in the house. What's good, bro? What up? What up, Spence? What up, what up, what up? All right. Gearing up for another live 2022 Fantasy Football Mock Draft with you guys, with the Catch family. I'm hype. I'm super excited. Going to kick off in about 30 seconds here. Little Bunny Hop, do y'all like Wendy's spicy nuggets smacking after a long day? I do, actually. They're not good. LeBron's brain says they are so good, to be exact. All right, I see all green dots across the board. Whether you're ready or not, get your devices ready. Get your mobile devices good to go. Get your fingers ready. Get your keyboards ready. Get your mice ready. Whatever you need. We are kicking off another live 2022 Fantasy Football Mock Draft here at the Catch. Let's hop right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Appreciate you guys getting this put together, man. It's going to be another great draft, as always, with you guys. Derek goes JT at 1.1 off the board. And Justin on the clock at 1.2. Yeah, let me know if you guys ate any good food yesterday. If you guys did anything fun. Let me know what you guys are up to this week. We had some great conversations in here Saturday night, man. Spencer says, any pick I don't like, I'm calling it out. Let's go, Spence. Give us some commentary from the sidelines there. We need it. We need some good debate tonight. So I'm hoping to have my top 15 tight end rankings done by tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that, guys. And then I'm going to take a little break, just do some mock drafts, and maybe 1 or 2 specific fantasy videos before I hop into my running back rankings. And pretty shortly, Steven should have his defense and kicker ratings out as well. So just trying to finish our early rankings for the month of June. And we'll see what happens, man. I'm excited. All right. So JT at 1.1, CMC at 1.2, Derrick Henry at 1.3, Eckler at 1.4, Cup goes at 1.5, Dalvin Cook goes to Andrea at 1.6. I've got an interesting decision here. Do I go Najee Harris, take a running back? Do I go for Justin Jefferson and go receiver in the first round? Do I go Travis Kelce and snag a tight end? Plenty of ways to debate this, man. Let's go receiver tonight. Let's switch it up a bit. Let's go JJ at 1.7 instead of the running back position. I was planning on being here on Saturday, but I had to work late. It's all good, bro. It's all good. Spence says CMC at 2 is too high, too much risk. Justin says only player to average 27 points per game, better than JT. The great debate of this offseason. Once again, we are moving into, is CMC a top 3 selection? A lot of fantasy managers and a lot of members of the fantasy community saying yes, he is worth the risk. Let us know in the chat. Is Christian McCaffrey worth the risk to you, or is he not worth the risk to you? I don't know. I feel like I'm biased. Okay? Let me know if I'm too biased. Because he was my selection at 1.1 in my personal league last season, and it did me very badly. Very, very badly. CMC did not help out my team. Well, I mean, he did. Don't get me wrong. I mean, certain weeks he did, right? Yeah, I mean, weeks 1 and 2, 27, 24 points in the injury against Houston of all games. Or all teams, I should say. Week 9, 13 points, 24 points, 24 points, then exited again in week 12. Is he worth the risk to you? I think I'm too biased to answer this question, because for me it's a no. But does he have more upside than any other player at the position? Potentially. Talk Spencer, you better be silent for all my picks because they're too good. JT says stays on the field, says Spencer. If healthy, the risk is high, but reward is high. I don't think I disagree with that necessarily. All right. I'll go Leonard Fournette here. Really close to going tight end here after the selection of Kelsey at 2.5, going Mark Andrews. Just switch it up. But I'm going to go receiver, running back, and kind of just move through this draft that way. So Jamar Chase at 1.9, Najee Harris gone at 1.8, Joe Mixon goes at 1.10. We got Adams and Diggs to finish out the first round. Into the second round, DeAndre Swift, Alvin Kamara, Nick Chubb, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelsey. Little run on running back here. Fournette, Barkley, and Jones all gone. Talks thought I was going to take Mixon. I thought about him. It's between Najee, Mixon, and JJ for me there. Decided to go receiver. Brian says CMC is the GOAT. 6 catches for 60 every game. Mr. Sarcastic says CMC with the trophy. I don't care how far CMC falls. I don't want him. I'll gladly take many players over CMC. CMC is a Barkley this year. A lot of people are going to be pissed when he plays 7 games. Chase had him the last 2 years, screwed me over. Derek says I'm not touching CMC at all. I mean, there's really no in between. Justin, CMC burned me 2 years in a row, but that's fantasy. Spencer says Kamara. Now we're on Kamara. Is 2.2. It's too high with potential suspension. If it clears, it's fine. I will say that I'm okay with taking Kamara in the second round, and my main argument this offseason has been came in as RB8 last season with missing 4 games. So let's say worst case scenario he gets suspended for 6 games. That could still put him in the top 10 range, which I think makes him a valid selection in the second round. So the only thing that would worry me about selecting Kamara a little bit earlier would be if you make him your primary RB1 and you don't necessarily have a plan outside of your RB1. If you're just leaning on him at the position a little bit too much and he does miss some time and you go with maybe a little bit of a weaker running back room throughout the rest of your draft. As long as you make the right decisions at running back throughout the draft, I don't mind him at all. I really don't. All right, Justin, if he stays healthy, is the 1.1. Don't pull the no RB graphic. Okay, I will. Too high for Barkley and Jones. Give me receivers over them. Suspense. Let's have some nice fantasy debate here tonight, boys and girls. So for Barkley, I think it's a similar situation to CMC. The upside is there, but a lot of risk, right? I like him more as an RB3. Love him as an RB4, but that's probably not going to happen in a 12-man draft. For Jones, it's not that I'm not a fan of Aaron Jones. I just think you can get a far better value going out and targeting A.J. Dillon a little bit later in your draft, who statistically, really, when you break down Jones versus Dillon last season, the numbers are right on par with one another. So I would just rather pay a lower price for Dillon because I think he's going to have a similar output overall throughout this season. I think that Jones and Dillon are going to be heavily involved within that offense with the lack of receivers and the departure of Devontae Adams as well. Andrea says she's avoiding CMC this year. Brian says agreed, especially CD. Like it. I like it. So to finish out that second round, we did see CeeDee Lamb and Mike Evans gone. Mark Andrews went at 2.11, a really nice value there, Justin. Josh Allen, the first quarterback off the board to Derek at 2.12. A.J. Brown gone. James Conner, T. Higgins, Javonte Williams, and Debo off the board. Andrea goes with Keenan Allen. All right, let me take a look here. I've got to draft a player. Wow, running back is just disgusting. Just disgusting. Oh, my goodness. Part of me wants to go against my strat here, but I'm going to stick with receiver. I'm going to go Deontay Johnson. Don't mind Metcalf there. I almost went running back. I thought about tight end or QB. But I'm going to stick with my strat. Go receiver, running back to start this draft. Barkley going before Jones is madness. Man, at the right price, I'm starting to consider Saquon. But like I said, it's got to be at the right price. You know, if I could land him as my third selection in the draft, I don't mind him as much. But I really want him as an RB3 or an RB2. But the risk there is if you don't hit on the right guys throughout the rest of your draft, it's a huge risk. It's a huge risk. Talk says Spencer, AJ at 4.4 is a good pick, just in case you're curious. Spencer, a little too early for Dylan in most drafts. Which Dylan? Why am I blanking on Dylan? All right, so to finish out the third round, we got Montgomery, Kyle Pitts, George Kittle, Zeke, Travis Etienne, and then to start the fourth, we've got Michael Pittman off the clock. A.J. Dillon, dummy. Did someone draft A.J. Dillon? He's still hanging around, right? Let's see. Oh, 5 to 6 rounder. Sure. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Debo's still. Debo was a nice value there at 3.5. That was a nice value for sure. Fastest pick of all time. I'm hoping for Barkley for 12 games or more. Yeah, I mean, I think, 12 games or more, you could definitely constitute that value at 2.7. What's up, Chase? What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping by. What's going on? One of these days, I think I could hop on a mock 100%, bro. We'd love to have you. If you're not part of the Discord, that is the best way to get the updates, as Spencer is letting you know. Join the Discord. Best way to get those updates, man. 100%. Generally speaking, the drafts fill up before we hop on, but every now and then, like tonight, we had like 2 open spots when we started. So just try to keep a lookout, and but the best way is to get on that Discord channel. Completely free to join, my dude. All right, I got to draft a football player. I'll take Eli Mitchell. DJ Moore could be a great or terrible pick. Not a fan in the 4th round. I think he's fine in the 4th. I think about the 4th round is where you're going to kind of see, into the 3rd, into the 4th, that tier of wide receiver ones with maybe shaky offenses or shaky quarterback play. I mean, McLaurin, DJ Moore, you could argue Michael Pittman, but I think he'll be fine with Matt Ryan, Deontay Johnson on my team as well. Like Metcalf. Amari Cooper's really falling back for me with the Deshaun Watson situation, man. But, Mike Williams, who's kind of a question mark. Brandon Cooks, Brandon Cooks might last a little bit longer, but I don't mind DJ Moore in the 4th, personally. And really with DJ Moore, the quarterback play has never been good throughout his career, so that's why he doesn't necessarily bother me as much. But, I do like Terry McLaurin a little bit more. I like Michael Pittman as well. There are other options I like, but I don't mind him. And Slade, obviously, a Panthers fan, going to go with his hometown receiver there. All right, so in the 4th, little run at running back, Akers, Dillon, Jacobs, Mitchell, Hall. We got DJ Moore, Pittman, Scary Terry off the board. Patty Mahomes goes, and my guy, B. Buck, going with the high upside at receiver. We got Higgins and Williams. I love to see it. Jalen Waddle goes to Justin at 4.11. And Derek has the final selection of the 4th round. A lot of high upside running backs available here and fewer high floor guys. Talks, I love the conviction that you've got in A.J. Dillon. Going out and getting him in the 4th round, I think in our Catch Fam leagues and more of these mock drafts we do, it's going to be harder to land A.J. Dillon in those later rounds, who we've loved, absolutely loved, as a late round value. I mean, earlier in the offseason, he was going in like the 6th, 7th, 8th round. So I love the conviction there, man. And yeah, definitely a lot of running backs available, and maybe committee situations, or like you're saying, just high upside in general. All right, so into the 4th, we got Kenneth Walker off the board to Derek. Into the 5th, little run at QB here. Herbert, Hurts, and Jackson gone. Metcalf gone at 5.1. I think that's a really nice value. Derek, Hunter Renfrow gone at 5.4. Got nothing bad to say about that selection. I got to think about who I'm going to pick next. Man, there's one player available right now who's really interesting to me. We're seeing Antonio Gibson really fall back in drafts. I mean, like a couple weeks ago, and Andrew takes him there, and I think that's a great selection. But a couple weeks ago, Gibson was starting to fall towards the, kind of permanently at the end of the third. Then he's kind of moved to the fourth and the back of the fourth. Now he's going beginning of the fifth to the middle of the fifth. Let me know in the chat how you guys feel overall about Gibson at this point in the offseason. All right. I've got his jersey on. Let's take a QB early tonight. Give me Burrow. Give me Burrow. I'll take him all day long. I think there's going to be looks like you guys are starting to make a run at quarterback, so I'm going to secure my QB one. I'm going to take Burrow off the board. All right, man, let me know what's popping, everybody. Hop in the live chat. Let me know how everyone's doing, man. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's try and get as many likes on tonight's stream as possible. Can we hit 20 likes on the stream or what? All right, Cortland Sutton goes at 5.8. We got Talks on the clock. J.K. Dobbins goes. Another good value at running back. Spence says too high for Burrow. So let me know, Spence. What quarterback do you like more? Kyler Murray was available. Kyler, Dak, Russell, Brady, Rodgers, Stafford. Who would you take over Burrow? I think Kyler offers more upside, but a little bit more risk in terms of kind of having that mid to end the season slump / potential injury always popping up. So I thought about Murray. I think Burrow's a little bit more stable in my personal rankings. I've got Murray a little bit higher overall. But, I like to have some diversity in these drafts, and I'm fine with taking Burrow tonight as a QB1. You're going to get it done different ways there. Whether it's Lamar Jackson or Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts, they're offering that rushing upside. Guys like Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow, just going to be slinging the football around all season long and getting it done through the air. All right, to finish out the fifth, Michael Thomas and Allen Robinson are off the board into the sixth round. We got Darren Waller as the first selection in the sixth. CH goes at 6.2. We got Tekka on the clock. A 0 receiver team so far goes Amari Cooper as their wide receiver 1. Guys, like I said, I'm really worried about Amari Cooper from a fantasy standpoint at this point in the offseason. I don't think I don't think it's good. Look, wow, I can't talk. I don't think it's looking good for Deshaun Watson. Came in as wide receiver 27 last season, and 103 targets, 68 receptions, 865 receiving yards, and 8 touchdowns. Had a nice year in the red zone. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just worried. I mean, Jacoby Brissett's not an awful quarterback, but if you go back and you watch some of those games that he did play last year in relief for Tua, the tape's not very good. So I do worry about Cooper as a wide receiver 1. Taking a risk as maybe like a wide receiver 3, I don't mind as much, but I'm worried. I'm not going to lie to you guys. All right, I'm going to go Tony Pollard here. Try and bolster up some running back depth as we are into the 6th round. All right, let's see here. Tight end starting to dry up. Running back's getting ugly. Quarterback getting a little bit thinner. Receiver, there's always someone you can draft at receiver, right? All right, Andrew on the clock at 6.7 here. All right. So like I said, guys, we'll have our early tight end rankings coming out this week. A couple mock draft uploads for you guys. We'll be running a subscriber mock draft tonight, Tuesday night, and Wednesday and probably Thursday night as well. Friday and Saturday night we'll do some Underdog drafts, unless I could switch that where we do Underdog Thursday, Friday, and then the subscriber mock Saturday. We'll see how it shapes out for the week. And like I said, to end the month of June, I'm going to get my running back rankings done as well. And then I think to start, a couple things to start the month of July for those of you guys hanging out and in here tonight. I'm going to release all of the rules for the Catch Fam Leagues, 2022 Fantasy Football Leagues. And I'm going to just make that an upload and then set it as a premiere so you guys can watch that. And guys, if you guys want to play in the Catch Fam, 2022 Fantasy Football Leagues. Make sure you guys hop on Discord and shoot me your email and let me know. There's a thread for the upcoming leagues, and I would love to have you guys in there. It's completely free. There will be a top 3 prizes overall, so make sure you guys hop on there if you guys want to play. We would love to have you guys. So, and of course, if you guys are new to the channel and you want to join one of our future subscriber mock drafts, hit that subscribe button and hop on Discord. Best way to get our updates. And outside of that, I am going to run a stream beginning of July where I just kind of go over all my rankings and let you guys hop in here and give me your guys' thoughts and opinions. Outside of that, mainly for July, since we're going to have our early rankings done, we're just going to be mock drafting and keeping the fantasy conversation going night after night. So I'm excited for July, man. It's going to be a great month. I can't believe June is already wrapping up in about a week and a half or so. All right, Judy was off the board at 6.7. Darnell Mooney goes at 6.8. Dalton Schultz at 6.9. Drake London gone at 6.10. Miles Sanders gone at 6.11. We've got one more selection in the 6th round. So no QBs taken in the 6th round. And there goes Dawson Knox at 6.12 to Derek. I love that selection. I love seeing Dawson Knox this early. We got Andrews, Kelsey, Pitts, Kittle, Waller, Schultz, Knox. I love seeing Knox as a tight end 6 gone tonight. You guys know my love affair with Dawson Knox since last season has not ended. And I don't foresee that ever happening, even if he never plays snap again. He is my favorite tight end. All right, I'm on Ross St. Brown gone at 7.1, and we are in to the 7th round with Jay Speezy on the board. Guys are killing it tonight, man. I don't think I was getting the chats. Oh wow, guys, the chats haven't been showing up for me since Spencer said Burrow. I drafted Burrow too early. Okay. Gibson will be fine. Will be a committee, but he has explosive capability. Yeah, and I just love the value of where you can snag him right now. Derek did some different things tonight. I like to see it. Feel like Hurts is likely a top 3 QB, rushing upside with A.J. Brown, Goddard, and Smith at receiver. I love me some Jalen Hurts, man. You're not going to talk me out of it. I won't be surprised if he finishes in the top 3 at all. Who's better than Lamar that's available after round 5? It just kind of depends if you want that rushing upside from Lamar or not. All right, I'm going to select a football player. I'm going to take Chris Godwin off the board, man. I'll take that risk in the 7th round, even if he misses some time. Spence says Russell, Kyler, Dak, Burr, all the same to me. That's fair. Justin says Brady. That's a good answer. Spencer, unless there's a stack, I grab the last one left. Thomas in the 5th, too early, too much unknown. Waller in the 6th, great value. Thomas ain't played ball in over 2 years, should be a round 10 pick. I am a little scared about him at this point in the offseason. I've always been scared about Michael Thomas, but I do think there just comes a point in the drafts where he offers a little bit too much value to pass on him. Andrea says she's not drafting Cooper. Brown will be a top-tier wide receiver just because I drafted him. Fair enough. Mr. Curly Wolf, what's up? What's up? MT's not at camp either. That doesn't surprise me. Too high for Pollard. Not 6th-round value when Judy is there. That's fair. But I wanted to select a running back in within that round. And that was the top-rated running back I've got. So I'm good with that. What's up, Ronald? Hey, bro. Ronald, what's up, man? Hello, Ronald. Mr. Curlywell, could you see A-Rob potentially being a sneaky top 15 this year? Stafford reimagining a poor man's Megatron. Top 20, definitely. Definitely top 20. Poor man's Megatron's an interesting way of putting Allen Robinson. Would you rather have an injured Baker or Jacoby? Probably Baker, honestly. It's a tough question. But probably Baker. Barring any injuries, the dudes and older T. Higgins, if Stafford starts using him in the red zone, I worry Kupp's overall stats could decline. I mean, I do think realistically Kupp's statistics are going to decline, but I'm not worried about him. I still think he'll be able to finish as a top 5 receiver, without a doubt. But realistically, he's going to have regression next season, without a doubt. So, does Robinson affect that? You know, Van Jefferson played very well last season. Odell played very well when he was with the team. Robert Woods played very well when he was with the team. They had some other players step up at the position. Tyler Higbee had some chemistry with staph infection at the end of the year. But at the end of the day, I'm not too worried about Kupp. I mean, Kupp is going to be the guy. He's going to be a top 5, top 3 receiver without a doubt. And but I do think that Robinson could easily finish as a top 20 receiver without a doubt. Without a doubt. I'll take a chance on Patty and Cheese tonight. Try and switch up some of my draft picks tonight. I'll take a chance on Patty and Cheese. Spence, these mid-value tight ends going too high. When's the right round to take a tight end? When is your ideal round to select a tight end? All right, Rodgers goes at 8.7. Staph infection gone at 8.5. We got a couple of running backs here in the 8th round. Kareem Hunt, Devin Singletary, Marlon Mack, Patty and Cheese. DeAndre Hopkins, only receiver taken in the 8th round. TJ Hawkinson's off the board. Darrell Henderson, Chase Edmonds. Are we going to get any more receivers in the 8th round? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. All right. Tonight's mock going by super quick, man. Already approaching the 9th round. Appreciate you guys being here. Let's try and get as many likes on tonight's stream as possible. Smash that like button if you guys haven't done so already. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Wow, the chat is not working for me. I have to keep reloading in order to see the chat. I'm sorry, guys. Justin says, Spence, don't yell at me. Tox, Emil, took your pick. This draft, I had to reach for my guy. You can't draft my guy, says Tox. Sanders at 6.11. Not the biggest fan, says Spence. Russell at 7.11 is why Jalen, Lamar, Burrow, and Kyler are too early. Okay. Like D-Hop at 8.2, I think that's a great value. Ronald, I wasn't seeing the chat either. I don't know what's wrong. Justin says D-Hop is better at 10.2. Jalen Hurts probably is the RB1 in Philly. And then it's a nice little split between a couple other guys. Ronald, what do you think about that? TJ in the 8th is good. We have seen TJ Hawkinson really start to fall back in drafts. I think that shoulder injury really spooking a lot of fantasy managers, but really nice upside where he's been going. I mean, what, Saturday night I got him like the 9th round? I mean, he's really starting to fall back, man. Justin says he rushed an average of 9 times on a team that had 30-plus rushing attempts. Numbers don't lie. I like the stats. Pulling out the stats tonight, man. I like to see it, Justin. I'm a little worried about Miles Sanders, but the upside's there, man. That's someone who was going in, first 3 or 4 rounds last offseason. But I'm too nervous to pick any Eagles running backs. If I am going to take one, I'm going to take a late round guy. Between Boston Scott and Kenneth Gainwell, you can basically come out of your draft with them in the 12th, 13th, or 14th round, But I don't know. I'm just worried about that backfield, to be honest. D-Hop will win leagues this year when he is playing. He's top 15. You need depth for playoffs. D-Hop will fill that. I do like the idea of going out and adding. Chris Godwin and DeAndre Hopkins are 2 players who I think down the stretch could really, really help out your team. And if you can strategically make them a part of your roster, I think it's absolutely worth it. All right, let me see here. I'm going to go with Elijah Moore. Another receiver. Interesting team. Kind of trying to shake it up a little bit tonight. I think overall the team doesn't look too bad, though. Justin, he averaged 15. Jalen Hurts or Miles Sanders? I like the debate tonight, guys. I love it. Feels like regular season again. Man, these our live fantasy Q&As are going to get crazy this year, man. I'm so excited for it. I have all kinds of debate. I better refresh the page and see if the chat's catching up for me or not. Oh my goodness. It's not working for me. Was my camera not working, Andrea? I get the argument for Wilson and Brady, but they don't run the ball. Good floor, but rarely will win you a week. Spencer says TJ Nath is great. Ronald on his phone now. Spiller at 9.5. Not a fan. I will say we are clearing out running backs tonight. I do think Mr. Sarcastic's case, you got to go best running back available, and if Spiller's the highest rated running back on your clock or on your board, I'm fine with that. Only having 2 other running backs on that team. Mr. Sarcastic says my team needs running backs hard to reach. Yeah, exactly. Fair enough. And we got Dameon Pierce and Tyler Algier gone in the 9th. A couple of rookie running backs, Jared Cook as well, and Rashad Penny hanging around. Spiller anywhere but Dynasty is bad, says Justin. I would personally go Pierce or Algier over Spiller. And I know Cook wasn't available, but I like him a little bit more. It's a little risky. Spence, what do you think about this one? Tyler Lockett in the 9th round. Where are you guys valuing? Are you evaluating? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Where are you guys looking to draft Tyler Lockett? At what point in your drafts does Tyler Lockett just become not passable for you? Even with Noah Fant or Geno Smith as potential QB1. Because statistically, I mean, this is a guy who's got it done essentially his whole career. And I get it, he has that beautiful chemistry with Russell Wilson, especially over the past 4 years. But where are you guys considering Tyler Lockett? He was a top 15 receiver in PPR, top 10 in standard last season. Tox, you did not just steal Elijah Moore from me. I'm sorry. I did. You got Lockett, though. All right, into the 10th, we got Treylon Burks, Alexander Madison, Derek Carr, Mike Gesicki's off the board. I don't like Patterson at 8.6. Yeah, I'm not in love with that pick. But as an RB4, I don't mind him, especially if I can play him at receiver. I do think he's got some passing game upside. All right, let's see. Lockett is good, lots of upside, worth a 9th round pick. Juju, a good pick. Yeah, I agree. Juju in the 9th, Lockett in the 9th. I like those values for sure. Lockett, Ayuk, and a few other guys are just fine value to have in the 9th. Ayuk's another good name. I like him in the 9th as well, for sure. Lockett always gets it done. Yeah, consistent. But obviously the QB situation is changing this year. I'm going to take Fearmouth tonight. Fearmouth. One of the Kansas City wide receivers will do well, 100%. I think potentially more than one. But obviously, Travis Kelce's your number 1 option for Patty Mahomes. I think I might sneeze, guys. Excuse me, that was a violent sneeze. Tox, I wanted more, though. I'm sorry. Christian Kirk, a good value in the 10th round. Ramondre Stevenson gone. Tim Patrick gone. J.D. McKissick gone. Nice value here in the 10th round, guys. Love to see it. I've got to take a look. Alan Lazard gone. Man, running back is just... It's ugly. It's ugly. All right, man. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Love the debate tonight. Love the conversation, guys. I would assume, yeah, we're going to do another subscriber mock draft tomorrow night. Looking forward to it, man. Probably around the same time. Keep having a refresh. My gosh, every time I refresh, there's so many chats. Lock is a hit or miss, guys. He is a little bit boomer bust on a weekly basis. That's fair. Carr is a bad pick with Kyler. I actually like that selection. I like going out and getting a second quarterback with a Kyler Murray. Just because of that potential injury always looming. Seems like on a consistent basis. Kind of has that mid to late season slump. So I actually quite like going out and drafting Carr with Kyler Murray personally. Woods is good value. Same with Burks. Yeah, Burks went pretty far in tonight's draft at 10.1. Ooh, guess you got Gesicki and Pitts, Talk Salt, going double tight end. Chase Claypool is available and a top 3 wide receiver right now. If you're spending a third-round pick on tight end, you don't need a backup. That's a fair point. It's a fair point. Unless you're Jerry. Where's Jerry at tonight, man? All right, so into the 11th, we got Naheem Hines, Garrett Wilson, Kadarius Toney, Jarvis Landry, and Rachaad White gone. Sarcastic going for those late-round running backs. All right, let's see. Lazard, great pick, likely wide receiver. Yeah, wide receiver 1 to start the year. I am really warming up to Allen Lazard as a good late-round value, without a doubt. Without a doubt, man. We've got Tyler Boyd here. I don't want to lose him. Give me a partial stack with Burrow. You can get Carr and Tua and Lance all in late rounds. I will say Carr is really moving up in fantasy rankings. So it is something to pay attention to. I don't disagree with what you're saying. But I do think as the regular season approaches, Carr's ADP is going to move up. I mean, there are rankings out there that are putting him in the top 8. And some people debating that he should be in the top 5, which I'm not necessarily there. I think top 10, a little bit more of a realistic debate. But overall, I still got him in the top 15, and I don't think he'll crack my top 10. But I will say that he's moving up in a lot of rankings. He might be someone that you're going to have to go out and spend an earlier draft pick on closer to the season. Let's see. Hines is great with JT. Derek likes to go out and get those handcuff situations. Penny, Walker, Taylor, and Hines. Last week had Javonte and Gordon as well, right? Wasn't that Saturday? Not a fan of Landry, huh? Spence, not a fan of Landry. All right, Hunter Henry goes. I was kind of hoping he might fall out to 12.6, but I didn't think he would. Kenny Galladay's gone. Khalil Herbert to finish the 11th round. I'm guessing it's going to be a while till anyone touches a Miami running back. I do think that Chase Edmonds, who's first off the board tonight, will be the first selected running back. He's the only running back in that backfield that I would consider, but even if you do go out and draft him, he is a huge risk. But I do think he's going to be the primary pass-catching back. I'm not worried about Raheem Mostert. I do think that Edmonds will be involved within that offense. I think it just makes sense on paper, but it's still a risk. There's a ton of running backs hanging around there. Talks, I'll take Trey Lance upside in the 11th any day. I do like him as a QB2, especially if you got a high-value QB. You know, I'll say Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, Jackson, Mahomes, Hurts, Herbert, Allen. You got any of those guys, Trey Lance is... I mean, I think you could even extend that conversation to the next tier, like Prescott, Brady, Wilson, Stafford, even Rodgers. I think Trey Lance is just a nice QB2 with nice upside. James Robinson, a great RB5 to have. Yeah, I almost went Robinson over Boyd, but I felt like we needed to get at least one more receiver of value, and I put Boyd right there. So I almost went Robinson, but yeah, definitely a nice RB5. And a good fit for that team. Algier, Jacobs, Monty, Harris, and Robinson. It's a nice squad. Ronald Jones, a good pick. Yeah, I like Jones in the 12th. Going to take a San Francisco running back. Sure. I like 49ers running backs late rounds as Eli could lose the starter role quick with Shanahan. Don't say that, man. I got Mitchell on my team, bro. All right, I got to find a player to draft. I'm kind of in a weird situation where I need a running back, but there's just not any running backs who I think are worth drafting here. Tight ends just kind of meh. There's no, Tua is maybe the only upside play at QB. So I'll take Michael Gallup off the board. We'll get another receiver, which almost makes me wish I went James Robinson at 11.7. I think that would have been a nice finish to this draft, but nonetheless, here we are. And an interesting team we threw together tonight. A little thin at running back, but I don't think it's a bad team necessarily. All right. About 2.5 rounds left. Good pick, Talks. I do like Davis Price, sorry. In, later rounds, I do think he could definitely be involved within that offense. Without a doubt. Little run at receiver here. Sky Moore, Michael Gallup, Rondell Moore, MBS gone. Gronk goes at 12.9. You guys think Gronk is going to play beginning of the season or not? Bills defense, first defense off the board. Spence, I don't like Kirk if you don't have JJ. I will say, statistically speaking, Kirk Cousins is probably the most slept on QB in fantasy football. In terms of consistency, I mean, he's just consistently out of the conversation. Number 12 last season. Doesn't this give you rankings? Yeah. QB 11 last season. Excuse me. QB 11 the year before. Top 20 in 2019. QB 13 in 2018. QB 6, 5, and 10 2017, 2016, 2015. So he's definitely regressed, but he's still... I don't know. It's not like he lost any pieces, right? So I think he could easily finish, again, as a top 12 QB. But I do like him more as a stack with JJ. Someone has to take Chase. Justin got him off the board. He's a top 3 receiver. All right. Spencer and Andrew say Gronk will play. Noah Fant's gone. Justin Tucker's gone. We got our first kicker off the board. All right. Part of me wants to... I am going to go with another tight end. I'm going to take Robert Tonyan off the board. Give Pat Freiermuth a backup. Spence not a fan of Goff. I think that's just... I think that's biasy as a Packers fan. Claypool in the 13th, not a fan, says Talks. I don't know, man. I heard Claypool's top 3 receiver. I don't know. Man, I do wish that he could have gotten back. I mean, just way more of a deep ball threat in his rookie season. Just a little bit more electric overall. I mean, he did fine in terms of receptions and receiving yards in 2021. It was just the touchdowns that really brought his fantasy numbers down overall. I mean, you look as a whole, only 5 games with double-digit performances overall. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Could be a sneaky pick. George Pickens and Claypool back-to-back, Justin. Okay. All right, starting to get a couple kickers and defenses sprinkled in here. Tua's gone. A couple tight ends. James White's gone. All right, let's see. Fans, good late round value. I agree. Irv Smith, good late round value. I feel like we just haven't seen Irv Smith play, so I'm just worried about him, man. Go Pack. I think that the Lions' offense will be much better than they were last season. But I think the upside probably lies with the receivers, DeAndre Swift. But, the other thing with the Lions is that offensive line is pretty loaded at this point. But even when Goff was playing good football, let's see. 2018 was a top 6 quarterback in fantasy. Outside of that, top 12, top 13, top 20. His first year in Detroit falls to 24th. His worst other than his rookie season, where he only played 7 games. So I think he can improve on those numbers. All right, I got to take defense or kicker. I feel like there are better defenses and kickers available. I'm going to go with the Pats, just a safe pick. Yeah, probably more upside in Tua or Trevor Lawrence there. Hey, 6 games is a good year for the Lions, man. Can't believe the Packers defense fell out of the first round. I didn't think the Packers defense, I mean, they were not bad at all last season. Top 15. But towards the end of the season, they had some better games. 17, 14, 15, 13. Gosh. So week 16, like Thanksgiving week or something. That game was awful for the Browns. Actually, didn't the Browns stay in that game somehow? Nah, the Packers came away with it towards the end. All right, wasn't Rodgers not playing that game? I don't remember. Yeah, poor Goff traded. Rams win a Super Bowl. Sad, sad Jared Goff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are wrapping up tonight's 2022 Fantasy Football Mock Draft. Another great draft in the books tonight, man. Let me know if you guys want me to go over your teams quickly here. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't done so already. If you're new to the channel, make sure you guys do subscribe down below as well. Cleveland fans should be happy for what Baker has done. I agree with that. I mean, he at least brought them back to the playoffs. I mean, don't forget how electric and just change of energy and breath of fresh air, all the stuff that Baker brought. I totally agree with that sentiment, man. Wasn't long ago they were laughing stock. Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, just seeing the Browns go to the playoffs, even I was happy for him, man. You know? Baker threw a pick to Douglas at the end. Yeah, that game was not great. All right, Andrea, let's see what we got here. Rodgers at QB, I'm fine with. Could consider a late round guy like a Lance or Tua to have a second upside, you know, at the position. But I'm fine with Rodgers as a QB1. Goddard, I'm completely fine with as a tight end 1. Running backs, we got Cook, Barkley, Gibson, Pierce, Williams. I think this is good value. 5 good backs. Good value throughout the draft. Gibson was a really nice value in the 5th round. Receivers look good too. Keenan Allen, McLaurin, Judy, Christian Kirk, Rondell Moore. This is a good team. A lot of consistency. You know, I mean, Barkley's probably the only big upside play. But I'm fine. I like consistency on fantasy football roster, so I'm fine with this team. Niners defense, Tyler Bass. It's a good team for sure. I don't really have anything bad to say about this team. Yeah. That's just a good team. Good value throughout the draft. I like it. All right, Derek, let's see what we got here. Got Josh Allen as your QB1. Jared Goff as a QB2. I will say, you know, another note on the Goff debate tonight. If you have Josh Allen in a 12-man redraft format, I don't think that you need to go out and draft a second QB. You know, I think you're better suited taking a risk on a receiver there, another running back, even a tight end. I don't see, barring any injury, I don't see any negatives to having Josh Allen as your QB1, other than your bye week, which you can just stream whoever, right? But so that'd be my only note there. At running back, or QB, you got Dawson Knox, so I love the stack there, and I love Knox as a tight end 1. I'm perfectly fine with that. I love the stack between Allen and Knox, though. Knox, one of Allen's favorite red zone targets last season. Running back, we got JT Walker, Penny, Gordon, and Hines. So I like locking up the committee approaches there. I mean, you got Seattle's backfield. You got half of Denver's, and you got JT to lead the room. So I don't mind this running back room. You know, it allowed you to take a little bit of a breather at the running back position. So I think running backs are fine, especially because you got JT leading, you know, the room as well. AJ Brown, Metcalf, St. Brown, Jameson Williams, and Crowder. So I would imagine part of the reason why you went with Jared Goff is to try and potentially secure that stack at the QB receiver position with St. Brown and Williams on this team. I like St. Brown at the moment just a little bit more, just because we haven't seen Jameson Williams on the field or within the offense. So I would say my only other note would be if you do go out and get St. Brown, maybe go with a receiver from a different team. But at the same time, if that was your highest rated receiver at that point in the draft in the 10th round, I'm okay with it. But I would rather see like a Tyler Boyd, a Michael Gallup, even a Rondell Moore, a Sky Moore, MVS, any of those guys on this squad over Williams, just because he already had St. Brown. But Crowder, a nice sneaky PPR value at 13.1, and then McManus, a nice kicker. So a good team overall for sure, man. Talks, you don't need to go over mine. We already know it's the best. 100%. You and Ronald always coming out with the best teams, no matter what. All right, let's see. Chase, let's see what we got here. Stafford at QB1, I'm fine with. I like the upside at QB2 with Tua there. Nice QB room. Kelsey, you're completely fine. Nothing else to say at tight end 1. I like this running back room quite a bit. Najee Harris, Monty, Josh Jacobs, Algier, and Robinson. I mean, you could argue there's some committee backs, some vulnerable backs like Montgomery and Jacobs. You could argue Algier is a flyer at rookie, but honestly, I would make a case for all these guys, especially led by Najee Harris. I think this is a great running back room. Nice QB room, beautiful tight end 1. Receivers, probably the weakest part of this team, but you still landed really good value throughout this draft. Cortland Sutton, Brandon Cooks, Devonta Smith, Robert Woods, Sky Moore. I mean, I don't think they're bad receivers by any means. I really like Sutton, Cooks, and Smith. I think Woods and Moore are good value. But I do think that the QB, tight end, and running back position is better. Not saying the receivers are bad, but it's definitely a good team from head to toe, man. Yeah, I like this team. Bucker, kicker, yeah. Yeah, a good team for sure. Mr. Sarcastic, what we got here, bro? Lamar Jackson at QB1. Phillip Rivers at QB2. Let's go, bro. I'm fine with Jackson as a QB1. You could consider getting a second guy if you're worried about any lingering injuries or anything like that. I think I'm just biased because he was my QB1 last season. But, you could go for a 2 or a Trey Lance in the late round if you wanted to. But if you come out of your draft with Jackson as your QB1, I'm fine with that. Hawkinson at 8.8 and Fant at 13.5. Hit on some really good tight end value within this draft as well. I'm fine with that tight end room. Receiving room, we got Kupp, Samuel, Mooney, Bateman, and MBS. Really good value at receiver throughout this draft. And, I mean, Debo is a steal at 3.5. Even if I'm not crazy about, going out and targeting him at this point in the offseason, there just comes a point where you can't pass up that value. Someone who was going at the beginning of the offseason in the top 8, top 10, top 12 without a doubt. Really nice value at 3.5. Mooney, Bateman, really good value. We got them in the 6 and 7. Then MVS, completely worth the draft selection at 12.8. Running backs, we got Jones, Hall, Spiller, Stevenson, White. I think you would agree running back's the weakest part of this team without a doubt. But I do think that Jones and Hall could be serviceable enough. Then you're just hoping for Spiller, Stevenson, and White to serve you from the bench as well and be able to be plugged in and then kind of play the waiver at the position. But, I mean, as long as 2 of those guys hit, which I think Jones and Hall could at least get you through, a combination of the 2, this team would definitely work out. So, it's a good team overall, man. Spence says Chase and Talks have the best teams, in my opinion. Let's see. Common Spencer W. Andrew, thanks for working on it. No worries. Emil, what we got here? Patty Mahomes at QB. Nothing bad to say there. Schultz and Gronk at tight end, a fine tight end room. Eckler, Javonte, Michael Carter, Hendo at running back. Fine with this running back room. You could have considered maybe another guy over Gronk. But overall, it's a good running back room. I like Carter and Henderson towards the end of the draft. Javonte, even if he's going to be in a committee approach, I'm fine with him as an RB2. Eckler obviously gives you that big upside on a weekly basis, on a consistent basis as well. So I think the running back room's fine, but you could have considered one more. Running back, we got CeeDee Lamb, Renfro, Gage, Patrick, Landry. Good value at receiver throughout the draft. I like the combination of Lamb and Renfro. I think that Gage is going to offer more upside towards the beginning of the season. But I do think that he'll find a good role within that offense and show value throughout the whole season. And I like Tim Patrick in terms of potential consistency as well. And then Landry, worth a wide receiver 5 at that point. So definitely a good team. Brian raises hand. All right, let's see what we got here. Jalen Hurts at QB1. I love it. Danny Dimes. I'm starting to hear Danny Dimes come back into the conversation a little bit overall. So I don't mind him in the 14th round. But I love Jalen Hurts to QB1, man. Zach Ertz, completely fine as a tight end 1 as well. Fortunately, he's not on the Eagles, though. So you got no stack there, excuse me. But fine with Ertz on Arizona as a tight end 1. Running back room, we got Henry, Harris, Edmonds, McKissick, and White. So obviously Henry's going to be carrying the load for this backfield. I do think that Harris can be serviceable throughout the season as well. then you're just going for that kind of PPR upside in Edmonds, McKissick, and White. But I do think they're a good value where you got those 3 back. So running back room may be a little bit shaky, but you got Derrick Henry to lead the way, so you should be fine. You'll obviously be playing the waivers at the position throughout the season as well. Got Mike Evans, T. Higgins, Mike Williams. I just love the upside and then the consistency out of Mike Evans. Drake London, a nice pick in the 6th round. I'm not crazy about Kadarius Toney, but I do think he's a fine value in the 11th round. I think that the Bills defense could be the best defense in fantasy football this season. So I love that selection as well, being the first defense off the board. I do think if you guys are going to reach for a defense, take the first defense off the board at this time in the offseason. For me, it's the Bills. Let's see here. Justin, what we got here? Herbert and Andrews, I like it. Nothing wrong to say about either of those guys. I think they'll both be top 3 without a doubt. Their positions. We got CMC, Connor, Sanders, and Cook at running back. Could have considered another running back, especially with how deep the receiver position is. But, if CMC hits, then this running back room is going to be just fine. Love Connor as an RB2. Sanders is going to be more of a flex option against bad defenses. I like Cook in the 9th round. I do think that Cook could offer some nice PPR value throughout the season. Let's see. Waddle, Olave, Davis, Lazard, Wilson, Pickens, Claypool, Dotson. I mean, I like all these receivers, and I like where you got them. Waddle then in the 4th. Olave, maybe slightly early. There's some guys I like over Olave who are available. Devonta Smith, Adam Thielen, even Hopkins or Godwin, although they're going to miss time. I think with how many receivers you drafted, that would have been fine. But I do believe in Olave, and he's one of my favorite rookie receivers to go out and target right now, so I don't mind it. Gabe Davis in the 8th, a nice pick. Lazard in the 10th, a good pick. And then he got some nice flyers. A couple of nice rookie flyers, too. Wilson, Pickens, Dotson, and then Claypool as well. So heavy at receiver, but that's fine. I don't mind this team, man. Spencer likes Slade's team as well. Let's see. I'll be gone this week, but next week I'll get my top 3 pick. I hope so, bro. Spence 3-0 in bets today. Nice. Let's go. Edmonds undrafted. Edmonds went in the 8th round. Danny Dimes. Don't forget Danny Dimes was balling to begin last season, guys. I mean, I'm just seeing him come back into the conversation. That's all I'm saying. But QB 27 last season. Just don't forget this little stretch. 20, 29. He went crazy this game against Washington. He had He had a touchdown. That big rushing touchdown callback. He still rushed for 95 yards in the touchdown. He had it was like a 40-yard touchdown callback. Then to end the game, he threw a really nice pass. I don't remember to which receiver, and they dropped it. It would have been a game-winning score. And just imagine, he would have had like a 40-point fantasy game. And then, kind of a bad game in week 3 against a bad team. Then a nice game against New Orleans. Then this is when people were saying, yeah, you got to get Danny Dimes on your fantasy team right now. And he just, 17 and 16 is not awful, but gosh, he just slumped out. Wow, I forgot he got hurt too. Spencer saying, could be good. Had literally no one last year, no R-line. Barkley hurt. Every wide receiver is hurt. That's true. The 80-run yard shows why he's not Danny Dimes. He's Danny Fall Down. Chase, I'm blind. All good, bro. Not the first guy to stumble over his feet. That's true. Joe Sheen, the Godfather, I'm excited to see the Ball's offense as Wink's defense. I do hope that they take a step in the right direction. They're just becoming a team that's hard to watch. Oh, but I'm assuming, Brian, that you're a Giants fan. So go with your hometown guy, man. It can pay off. Had to reach with the lobby with the way the draft was going. Fair. Guess I think of him like Baker, best team, and he's 15-20. Some peak weeks, sure. Darius Slayton dropped it. Dude, that game was crazy. I think Barkley's going to catch more passing. I do too, as long as he's healthy. We're starting receiving in the league last year. Yeah, and there are good receivers on this football team. Just got to get them healthy and situated in that offense. Galladay, Shepard, Tony. I don't even mind Ricky Seals-Jones as a tight end 1. You could have a lot better options, but Barkley and Matt Breida, Breida had some good games last season. Offensive line has made improvements. He could be better. Giants had the worst team of offense overall by far. Yeah, I totally forgot that Danny Dimes got hurt too. Just really made it awful. All right, boys and girls, that'll do it for tonight's stream. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way out. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Be sure to join our Discord as well. It's completely free to join. Best way to get updates on when we are drafting. And we would love, love, love to have you guys in our future subscriber mock drafts, Underdog mock drafts. Everything that we do here at the Catch. Love you guys. Love to have you guys involved. Check out all of our links down below. Follow our Instagram. Whatever you guys want to do. There's all kinds of links these days. So check everything out, guys. Go check out some of our uploads from last week. We're going to have some more coming this week as well. Go drop a like. Go drop a comment. Helps us out, man. So appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys getting another beautiful mock draft put together as well. And that'll do it for tonight. So we'll run through with another subscriber mock draft tomorrow night. I'll keep you guys updated on Discord. Be on the lookout for tight end rankings. Should have them dropping tomorrow. If I don't, then I'll have them dropping the next day. And yeah, appreciate you guys, man. You know what to do. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I will talk to everyone tomorrow. Had a great time tonight. Love the debate, guys. Love the good fantasy talk. Great stream. You guys killed this draft. And that'll do it. Mr. Sarcastic. Another mock. Appreciate another mock. Thanks, John. Night Catch fam. Right back at you, my dude. Appreciate you. Mr. Sarcastic Talks. Justin. Andrea. Brian. Spencer. Shout out to our boy Tekka joining the draft tonight as well. Chase. Emil. Derek. Wow, the chat was very active tonight. Very active. Justin, did I call you out? Chase, did I call you out? Slade, Albert, Ronald, everyone else who stopped by. Appreciate you guys, man. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Everyone have a great night and a great Tuesday as well. Love you guys. Love the community. Love the Catch fam. And yeah, that'll do it. So got nothing else to say. But thank you guys so much for watching and or listening. And remember, you saw it here at the Catch. And peace.